Don't misuse 911 and 311. And even if you do, if you misuse 911, I will find out because I will immediately respond to it as part of the rapid protection unit. I will immediately get there to that 911 and find out that it was you who did it. I will do that. That's why I have a fast car, so I can get to 911s fast. If I don't hit a pole and eject. Because I don't have tires or a seatbelt. Because I don't believe in either.
You really need a harness, Jeb.
Oh no, I don't want to drown. Also, there's a new charge for if 12 or more of us get shot up in a shootout, we will now be charging people with attempted mass murder of a government employee. That is very important. That's very important. 300 months and $60,000. I don't know if that's a lot because I haven't arrested anybody since 30 minutes ago. In 30 minutes.
Oh.
Yep. Okay, but that is the end of the announcements portion of the announcement. Does any high command have any announcements that they would like to make on Saturday? No? Okay. Does any command have any announcements they would like to make on Saturday? No? Okay. Does anybody else? We're just gonna open the floor, because we're just gonna open the floor. Does anybody have any announcement? Okay, perfect.
Hello, guys. Angel here.
Angel.
Hello. Hey. So I'm sure that this has already been discussed to some of you guys in the past, but I'm just gonna do it myself. Just to remind everyone that might not have heard it. I put together a new document that's entitled New Legislation in You. I'm going to be doing these basically on a weekly basis. And they're essentially just going to be distillations and summaries of action that's taking place on the City Hall section. And it's going to be summarizing and dumbing down the legislation and essentially narrowing it down if it's actually relevant to you. Because there's a lot of stuff there that might change things in the city, but are not really going to impact your day-to-day as an officer. But there's also stuff in there that's going to drastically impact how you do your job. And it's kind of important that you know which is which, right? And frankly, I know a lot of you guys are not going to go and read it, so I'll do it for you. But I would always encourage you guys to go and read it yourself so that you can have a full understanding of it, because this summary is just that. It's a summary. It can't possibly include all the context and all the little bits and bobs. But yeah, if you take a look in there, it's essentially going to have like a full-on summary of the legislation, and then another section that basically just details the specifics of what it actually means for you and your job, if it's going to change how you have to do it, if it's going to change any of the laws that you have to enforce. And yeah, if there's any questions about it, you can always reach out to me and let me know. If you notice anything in there that needs to be updated or corrected, or if I made a mistake, please let me know too, because misinformation is not something that we need to have going around. But there shouldn't be. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, I know that some people were kind of not concerned, but wondering what was going on with the search and seizure legislation. That was just a reformat that the Department of Justice put together. The content has not changed yet, but they are going to be doing some changes to the content in the coming days/weeks that have been discussed with the city's legislatures. So you can expect some changes there, and we'll go over them when they do happen. But for now, the only thing that changed in the search and seizure legislation was just formatting for it to be easier to read. So,
question,
yeah.
Miss Angel. With regards to recent changes, what do you think is the most dramatic and like number one thing that will come across like the most that could trip us up, if anything?
So the biggest thing that I think you guys should be aware of is the new.
What is the cat? I've been wondering what the cat has been myself.
Fully explained. But it's essentially a new type of umbrella charge. So once the number of deputies or officers, shot hits that number, it's going to replace the individual officers being shot charge. There also might be some confusions or trip-ups that might happen. Like, let's say an officer were to die, do you still charge them with the attempted mass murder charge, or like how does that work? And according to the way the legislation is written, yes, you would. So you would be authorized to charge for the death of the officer in addition to the mass murder that took place. But there's really not going to be that many trip ups. I mean, a lot of the stuff that happens and that changed was kind of just like updates to pharmaceuticals. There's actually one other thing that you guys should be aware of with prescriptions being a thing that people will be able to have. You guys should familiarize yourself with what prescription documentation looks like, and what you actually can request when you have someone in custody that has oxy on them. I don't believe that there's any pharmaceutical companies yet, so like you're not going to see this on the streets, but you will probably.
There's free. There's
three
currently. There's free
okay.
currently.
All right, so there's 3 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all on their profile. The people who own those businesses and are approved.
I wanted my
has on
goddamn
their
wireless
profiles
today,
that they are
but I
approved by
don't. What is
myself
this?
And lead pharmacist Charlie Hawkins.
Yeah,
For you guys.
Okay.
This yo fucking Michael, bro.
Jackie Legs and Helios Luar.
Okay. I think it'd be good if we put together a document so we could just kind of track that and know that on our ends too, to make it a little bit easier. But there's essentially the prescription process is pretty simple, but there's some concerns there in that you could accidentally request privileged information. So you can't ask someone why they had a prescription. That's protected information. You're not like entitled to know that, like what the nature of their injury or any of that stuff was. The only thing that you can ask for as an officer is for the actual prescription to validate that it's a thing. And if I'm not mistaken, the process is essentially that it will be a document that they will have access to in their phone, and they will be required to share that with you at the time of processing. That's the only thing that you're entitled to see as an officer. Is that...
You will also be able to see that it will be a contract, so there will be
Yes.
a signature from the doctor who prescribed it, along with the patient.
Yeah, that's right. So if someone just sends you a document with like a prescription written in there, that could be potentially forgery of medical documentation if it doesn't have signatures. But yeah, just double check to make sure it's a contract and that it's got an actual pharmacist signatures in it. And if it has all those things, then they'll be good. And if not, then charge them appropriately. But it's all pretty simple otherwise. Most of the stuff that was changed in here is not that complicated. So.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Of course, yeah. Just encourage you guys to go give that a read through, just to check out the summaries, and that's pretty much it for me. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Angel. Thank you for letting us know
Thank you.
about the new legislations and stuff. It is good to know that if you shoot 12 cops, you get to shoot infinite number of cops for no additional charges.
Whew.
Okay, does anybody else have any other announcements? Did anybody in any other departments have any announcement, Mr. Mayor, Toe? Anybody else? Any announcements?
Not today.
I do actually.
Okay, perfect.
So hi, I'm Tori. I'm one of the PD Toe people.
Hi, Tori.
There was a scene, I believe, yesterday where officers left their cars. I was the only one on duty.
Oh yeah, you know it,
so
baby.
There was a backup of calls.
Yo, by the way, you know how I was very
At the
confused
moment,
about the
there's a
7,000
for us,
steps
and we will be working
and the
with
1 mile
everyone
shit?
behind us.
I think I just
To clarify
misread.
what priority
I
we
think
would
we
like to
actually
for
did do
officers, but
7,000
in my
steps.
mind,
And I think we
if
actually walked.
officers left cars on scene after a
I think
shootout
we
or
actually
something,
walked like
I would
3-4
rather take the
miles
first
yesterday.
than
I think
deal
I
with
just
any other
misread it.
cars.
Because I was
And I
mostly
hope that
focused
could
on
be
the
some
steps and not the
agreement.
miles.
But
Something was
so
fucked.
I'm sorry if anybody was involved in that yesterday, but we were still trying to work that out. We are on channel 7, so if you need help,
So we, yeah, probably we did
you
3.5
can
miles
call.
yesterday. That's my
So
guess.
Just give us a call. We can transport you guys from the hospital to the scene if you guys want help. We're there to help you guys. So that's all.
Thank you, Tori.
Thank you.
Thank you for the announcement, Tori. Okay, Does anybody have any what are them things called again? Them things bits. Does anybody
Bits.
have any bits? Yeah, any bits?
I did. We walked for like 80 minutes. 70 to 80 minutes, something like that. Hey, I'm in the PD meeting right now.
I understand. I need you important for like 30 seconds. Okay.
I think that's a no.
What's going on?
So I'm renting the private jet from Mr. Bazin. Okay.
Yeah.
And we have a logistic issue because if I rent the plane now, he pulls it out and we'll go away. They might park it back, right? So the idea is that are you okay with Bazin giving you the plane temporarily for this event, so you can pull it out for us whenever the time comes,
see how long we could all
and then transfer it back to him after. You're okay with that?
What, because he's not going to be awake?
He's not going to be awake, correct?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I mean, I'll take a free plane.
But I mean, it's
you
not
guys
fair.
ever be talking to somebody and you just stop talking and see how they react?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you guys want to.
Yeah, you could give it to me. Yeah, give it to me.
Okay, we're gonna transfer it right now. You should be able to get the notification on your phone.
Yep.
All right, perfect. I appreciate you, Nino, very much.
Yep,
Okay, I call you when
absolutely.
I need it. Okay,
All right,
thank you.
Bye.
Can't believe this shit.
All right, y'all be safe out there.
You know,
Yeah.
you're gonna give me back my plane, right?
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
wait, I just swear I heard Turner twice, guys. Anyone else?
Yeah, you know, sure.
too?
It just you understand that they are worse consequences than
really
death.
impressive.
It's living inside
Listen,
the
you
spice
little
dungeon.
bitch. All right, I gave you that plane. You remember that?
Never seen anyone do that before.
Okay.
Remember what it belongs to. Sorry, Michael.
Sorry.
I don't know, Bazin, what came over me.
Scheduled, am I in trouble?
Meet me.
Okay, I will.
It's a very
send you
stressful week. Yeah. All right. Yeah, go ahead and send it to me.
Do it too, just for the money.
What's going on?
I love that. Listen, bitch.
Oh my
That's right.
god.
You're not gonna do it.
Can't just manhandle a lady like that.
Oh. Let's go. Come on. There's bet to be bought out there. Come on. Wasn't somebody just selling?
What's your state ID?
1166.
And then I called them, and then they're like, "Oh, someone offered 320." I'm like, "What? Who did that?" They're
Too
thugs.
far
They're
away.
thugs. He wouldn't give
Yep.
me a name. I think he was
You
bullshit.
are too far away.
Yeah, people were selling for 350. And I was like, no, that's
How they weren't.
No, those are just dumb fucks that are trying to raise it because they don't actually know the value. Yep.
I ain't do it. I ain't falling for it.
You know, you are too far away.
I should tell them, oh, you should
Come to Mission Row PD.
I almost took the bait. I almost
With
did
a plane?
actually. I'm not gonna
No,
cap.
not
I
with the
walked
fucking
out.
plane. What do you mean? Oh, do I have to be by the vehicle?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God. All right. I'll be down there in a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
God damn it.
Out of there, Nino.
Hey, how you doing? Anything we got to chat about today?
Not specifically on mine.
All right. We are still waiting on Wes's update on the kidnapping of our government employee.